Not all Rolex blue dials are created equal, and the Azzurro Blue Datejust is the proof. Grayish and low light, oceanic and brighter than the sun. With its 41mm case on a Dayjust and signature Roman numerals, it's a Dayjust that stands out in all the right ways. Now, what makes it so special? How does it compare to other Rolex blue dials? Is this a future collectible piece? This is your quick guide to one of Rolex's most underrated blue dials. Let's break it down. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Roman Sharf. I've been doing this watch thing for over 20 years, here to share my knowledge, experiences, and story. Let's jump into the video. Quick history, 2009, Rolex debuted the first ever 41mm Dayjust model known as the Dayjust 2. Some people call it the poor man's president because from afar you can kind of mistake it for a president. But that's when the Azzurro dial first appeared, and it's been a part of the largest size Rolex Dayjust lineup ever since. Now, this dial was only available with a steel case and a steel Oyster bracelet. The only choice was whether you get a white gold fluted bezel or a steel smooth bezel, obviously making a difference in price. 2016, Rolex retired the Dayjust to introduce the Dayjust 41, maintaining its 41mm diameter, but refining the design of the updated movement, slimmer bezel, and reworked lug proportions for a more balanced look, I guess. The Dayjust 41 introduced the Jubilee bracelet as an option alongside the classic Oyster bracelet, giving collectors more options, as Rolex usually does with pretty much every one of their models. So let's talk about the actual dial, because that's what this video is about, because it isn't just any Rolex blue. Now, Rolex calls it a sunray finish, but most collectors know it as sunburst. The effect comes from a super precise radial brushing on a brass dial blank, and it gives it sort of that dynamic light catching look. And then Rolex applies the blue color using PVD, physical vapor deposition.
Oh, it's not sunburst, it's sunray finish. It's not blue, it's Azzurro blue.
It's like, it's not rose gold, it's ever rose gold. A rubber strap is an Oyster flex, right? People don't say rubber strap, people say I want a Daytona Oyster flex, right? I think it's a play on words that sticks in people's heads. There are geniuses out there that understand how this works, and that's probably the reasoning. One thing to note, the Azzurro blue has been the exact same shade since 2009. There have been no changes, no surprises. It still features the applied white gold luminal numerals and the railroad track chapter ring, keeping sort of that classic Dayjust aesthetic. And here's another big one, no lume. If you used to Rolex dials glowing in the dark, this one will throw you off. To tell, if let's say if you're wondering whether you're looking at Dayjust 2 or Dayjust 41, there's an easy way to tell. You look for the tiny Rolex crown between Swiss and made at the bottom. If it's there, it means it's got the new caliber 32-35 movement, which has a longer power reserve. List price of Rolex Dayjust 41 with the Azzurro blue dial, smooth bezel, and an Oyster bracelet is $81.50. Jubilee bracelet costs an additional $250, while the white gold fluted bezel adds $2,400 to the price of the watch. Secondhand, as of 2025, they still tend to sell for about 15 to 20% over its list price in excellent condition. And the market apparently doesn't favor the aesthetics of the original Dayjust 2 model as much. Pre-owned Azzurro Blue Datejust 116300 models can be found around $7,000, and even 116334s can be bought for under 10 grand. Technically, the Dayjust 31 is offered with the Rolex calls an Azzurro Blue floral motif dial. It is available in any Dayjust 31 configuration with a white gold case or a steel case with a white gold bezel. It's a very nice laser etched Rolex dial, but if a watch collector's talking about an Azzurro Dayjust, it's safe to assume they're talking about the 41mm model. Rolex is all about those small incremental changes, and oftentimes some Rolexes may all seem to look the same, but they're not. It gets really, really geeky here. The regular blue dial with the lume stick hour markers has more mainstream popularity, but many Azzurro Dayjust owners feel that their model looks better in more formal settings, and there's definitely something about that color of blue. But for me, it's always been the one thing. It's turning that watch into the light and watch the dial come alive and start to play with that light. And last, I'll say this in general about the watch. It's a watch that doesn't break the bank. People will notice that watch. People will notice you wearing that watch. People have always found a blue dial to be sort of that special one, whether you're looking at Royal Oaks, whether you're looking at Nautiluses. This is the perfect watch with a blue dial in terms of its price range, in terms of its overall look. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this little informational video. As always, like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.